Hello, everyone. This is Boricua Binks, and welcome back to Let's Play Nameless, the one thing you must recall. As always, I am joined by Coco. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And we're continuing on in Red's route. It's weird. I don't know if it's because it's been so long since we recorded this. Like, right now with my intro, I don't even know what I almost said, but I almost completely screwed it up. Like, I was just gonna be like, oh, hey, what's up? I don't know. As if I forgot how to record. I don't know.
It happens.
There may come a day when I don't say hello, everyone. Maybe I'll just skip it and be like, we're playing this game.
Sup, fools?
Oh god, that's such a smooth thing to say. He's always like, sup, home skillets, or he'll say, sup, fools.
That sounds like smooth.
Oh, smooth. I know you don't watch this series, so we could trash talk you all we want.
And you wouldn't know a thing.
Right? Alright, so it looks like this last one here must be our last save.
Should I take the bus? Huh? I was looking around the streets, but something was weird. Everyone was turning their heads and glimpsing at something. Is something there? Huh? I saw a familiar uniform where everyone was staring at. No, it wasn't just a familiar uniform. That's the red hair I see every day. Red?
I mean, yeah, he's attractive, but everybody's stopping and staring? What?
As I called to him, he turned around. It really is red.
아, 히로인. 이제 나와?
Oh, heroine, did you just come out? Yes, she
Of the
came out as
closet?
bi.
Oh, yeah, but what are you doing here?
히로인을 기다렸지.
I waited for you.
For me?
응, 말했잖아. 이젠 항상 옆에 있을 거라고.
Yeah, I told you. I'm going to be by your side now.
Oh. I remember what he said as we ran through the alley. He must have remembered that. I didn't know he'd keep the promise. I'm touched. Thank you. Red looked embarrassed at my thanks and rubbed his nose.
그럼 갈까?
Then, should we go?
Red walked right by my side, like when we go to school. I really feel like I've met my knight in shining armor. The bus stopped. Red had me get off first this time too, and followed me. And he came right by my side again and walked. This feels like I have a pet dog with me.
That's kind of rude.
Seriously. But I'll get embarrassed if Red notices how I feel. I tried my best not to smile. And I asked him what I'd been wondering about before. Did rehearsal end early today? I was surprised you were at Bonjul. Red flinched at what I said.
응, 일찍 끝내달라고 했거든. 네가 언제 끝날지 모르니까 가서 기다리려고.
Yeah, I asked if we could end early. I didn't know when you'd leave, so I wanted to wait for you.
Red said while smiling. Oh, that's why he called earlier. We would have missed each other if I had gone home. Then he would have gone home by himself, and then the rehearsals would have ended early for nothing. But above everything else, I'm so thankful that he puts my safety first. I wanted to say thanks, but I didn't.
Why not?
Since I wanted to give him the chocolate cookies first. I rummaged through my bag. At the sound, Red looked curiously into my bag. Ta-da!
우와, 그건 나 주는 거야?
Wow, are these for me?
No, they're for me.
Eat them right in front of him.
Yeah, you seem to like them. Red's expression grew brighter at my words.
고마워, 히로인.
Thanks, Hiruin.
I felt so good to see him smile so cheerfully. Yes, this is the Red I know. I was worried since he looked so sullen, but I think he feels better now. I was about to give him a bright smile when... Huh? Red, what's wrong? Red seemed to be caught up in his thoughts with the cookies in his hands. We slowly stopped walking. Red glanced back and forth between the gift in his hand and my face, and finally opened his mouth.
뭐 좀 물어봐도 돼?
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
왜 나한테 이런 걸 주는 거야?
Why are you giving this to me?
I had a friend who wanted me to pass it on.
Oh god.
Oh, that's... I was lost for words at the sudden question. Why did I give it to him? That's...
Huh, this is an interesting one. We don't know what the grandpa one is, but I'm sure it's because you like it.
Mm-hmm. It's because you like them. I kept remembering how much you liked the cookie last time. Red stared at me. He seemed to be asking if that's really it. Because of his expression, I began to think again. Come to think of it, it might just be my habit. Oh, come to think of it, when Grandpa was alive, I used to often buy sweets on my way home.
So we still get the whole grandpa was alive thing.
Grandpa liked those things. I think it's become a habit. Red seemed caught up in his thoughts for a while.
할아버지. 맞아. 그러고 보니 너 가끔씩 할아버지에 대한 얘기를 했지?
Grandpa. Yeah, come to think of it, you talked about him sometimes.
내가 인형이었을 때 들었던 기억이 있어. 자세한 얘기는 하지 않았지만 할아버지가 그립다는 얘기를 했던 것 같은데.
I remember hearing about him when I was a doll. You didn't say anything specific, but You said you miss him a lot.
Red slurred his words a bit and frowned for a while. He hesitated, but soon started talking again.
네 할아버지는 어떤 분이셨어? 나한테도 알려줘.
What was your grandfather like? I want to know.
란스 녀석은 말 안 해도 알고 있을 거 아니야. 분해.
Lance must know everything, though. That makes me mad.
I was about to get serious, but I couldn't help but laugh to see him burn with resentment towards Lance. Red looks really simple-minded, but I think he has a lot of problems of his own. Almost like he's a person.
Right.
He might have wanted to ask about Grandpa for a while now. But it was hard to explain. Where should I start? Grandpa is too important for me to just describe him with a couple words. Red clapped from seeing me think and said,
있지. 잘은 모르겠지만 그분은 히로인에게 굉장히 중요한 사람이고 많은 영향을 주었으니까. 그래. 위인 같은 분이지? 엄청 멋진 영웅 같은.
You know, I don't really know, but he's very important to you and he's influenced you a lot, so yeah. Isn't he a great man? A really awesome hero?
A great man and hero. Well, at least to me he is. Red didn't know Grandpa, but I felt good to hear Red speak highly of him. Grandpa would have laughed out loud to hear this.
나도 그런 사람이 된다면 좋겠는데.
I hope I become someone like that.
What? Red mumbled something, but it was so small I couldn't hear him. But Red didn't answer and just smiled awkwardly. And he lowered his head and looked at the cookies in his hand. Why aren't you eating? The chocolate will melt if you hold it like that. I thought it was odd and asked Red, but he looked at me with a hardened expression.
저기 히로인.
Heroine.
Yeah?
위인이나 영웅 같은 사람에 대해 어떻게 생각해?
What do you think about great men or heroes?
Are you talking about Grandpa?
아니 아니 질문을 바꿀게.
No, no, I'll just change my question.
히로인은 총사령관의 어디가 좋아?
What do you like about the commander?
Huh? Tay? I was taken aback at him suddenly mentioning Tay when we were talking about Grandpa. Why is he asking me that? I thought for a while and answered. Well, he's nice. He's like a big brother. He takes care of you.
Oh.
Isn't that why he's popular? Well, of course his handsome looks are the biggest reason. I remember Soy head over heels in love with Tay and calling him Prince Sunshine. Or something like that. I was smirking at the thought of Soy, but Red looked sullen again. What's really going on with him? I feel like Red's like that because of something I said. Did I say something wrong without noticing?
Oh, Jackie, when will you learn?
I couldn't stand it and asked Red. Red, something's going on with you, isn't it? Why are you so down?
어? 나?
Huh? Me?
Then who else? You were like that during dinner yesterday, and this morning too. You're like that even now. You seem so lifeless. He was a bit weird after music class too when he told me I can miss the rehearsal today. I didn't even ask him. After that, he trudged into the music room again. Red looked sorry for making me worry and scratched his head. What's wrong? I was bothered the whole day because of what you said this morning.
내가 아침에 했던 말?
What I said this morning.
Yeah, don't you remember what you said to me on the way to school? You said you'd support me. I didn't know what you were talking about. Does it have to do with why you're so gloomy lately?
그건 말할 수 없어.
I can't tell you that.
하지만 내가 했던 말은 진심이었어.
But I meant what I said.
If you don't explain and just say whatever, then I have no idea.
미안해.
I'm sorry. We have to drag this stupid storyline out.
I was feeling a bit frustrated talking to him when he suddenly yelled out loud. I couldn't say anything back because of Red's expression. His clenched fist told me he wanted to hit someone, but his face looked like he'd just been hit. Why does he look so hurt?
God, I wish he would hit Tay.
Yes. I felt confused.
네가 궁금해하는 것들을 다 얘기할 만한 용기가 없어서 미안해. 하지만 무슨 일이 있더라도 난 네 곁에 있을 거야.
I'm sorry. I don't have the courage to tell you everything you want to know. But I'll be by your side no matter what happens.
끝까지 네 옆을 지키는 건 나였으면 좋겠다는 말은 진심이야.
I really mean it when I say that I want to be the one by your side forever.
그리고 네 옆에 있으면서 네가 힘들어하는 건 뭐든 도와줄 거야. 그래서 네가 무슨 결정을 내리든 응원해 줄 거라고 말한 거야.
And I'll help you with whatever troubles you. So that's why I said I'd support you with whatever you choose.
넌 내 하나뿐인 주인님이고 내 하나뿐인 히로인이니까.
You're my one and only owner and my only heroine. Damn, that's like true love right there.
Mm-hmm. I was lost for words from what Red said. I felt my head heat up. I feel like I just heard someone confess their love to me.
Bruh. You pretty much did.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Red didn't notice how red my face turned and held onto my hands.
Look at those sparkles, that's so cute.
I think my hands will get red too. No. Is my whole vision turning red? Apostrophe, 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 apostrophe.
Right?
I feel like Red's blushing too.
나는 네 곁에 나란히 설 수 없더라도
Even if I can't stand by your side,
네 주변을 지키는 것만으로도 만족할 거야.
I'll be happy with just being around you.
그러니까 훌륭한 영웅이 되어 보일게.
So I'll become a great hero.
Red said, as if pledging to me. After saying that, he slowly lets go of my hands. And he held up the bag of cookies in his other hand and smiled.
이거 잘 먹을게. 네가 가져다 주는 게 제일 맛있는 것 같아. 그리고
Thanks for the cookies. The ones you bring taste the best. And
연극부 말이야.
about the play,
Yeah? I flinched a bit at him bringing up the subject that's been bothering me, anyways. It's only been 2 days since I'd said I'd do it, and I already missed a rehearsal. Although Red asked for me, I felt bad for thinking about it.
혹시 네가 정말 원해서 하는 게 아니라면 다시 생각해봐도 좋아.
if you don't really want to participate, you can think about it again.
What? I was about to say that I'm sorry and that I'd try harder from now on, but Red said something unexpected. Red avoided my surprised eyes.
내가 부장에게도 강하게 밀어붙이고 너한테도 끈질기게 부탁해서 겨우 허락해 준 거지?
You said yes because I pushed you too much, right? Well, it was actually Lance who forced us into it.
Yeah.
그리고 결정적으로는 란스 녀석이 네 이름을 억지로 명단에 넣어서 하게 된 거잖아.
And most importantly, Lance just put your name on the list.
I couldn't deny the facts, so I just stayed quiet. Red must have taken my silence as a yes and looked a bit bitter.
나중에서야 그런 생각이 드는 거야. 사실 넌 다른 하고 싶은 일이 있는 건 아닐까. 너랑 같이 연극을 할 수 있다는 게 기뻐서 미처 생각하지 못했어.
I realized afterwards that you might have something else you want to do. I was just so happy that you'd be in the play with me that it never crossed my mind.
내가 고집을 부리지 않았다면 그 시간에 다른 일을 할 수도 있었던 거잖아.
If I wasn't so insistent, you'd have done something else with your time, right?
그러니까 테이가 일하는 카페에서 같이 일할 수도 있고.
So, you could have worked in the cafe Tay works at.
I was just listening quietly, but I couldn't stay quiet any longer at the last thing he said. I almost asked why he thought that. But I realize it's probably because I missed rehearsal to go to Bonjour today. I hurriedly made up my excuse. I think you're misunderstanding something. It's not that I don't like the drama club. Of course, I never thought that I'd be in the club, but now I changed my thoughts. It's an incredible opportunity to act in the school play. I think it's awesome to do something I'll remember for a long time. So, you did push me a bit, but now I'm thankful towards you and Lance. I worried if he'd still misunderstand and told him all my honest thoughts. Red listened quietly to what I had to say. He looked ambivalent when I said that it's not that I don't like the drama club. But he frowned when I mentioned Lance. He looked enraged.
Only Lance makes him feel so passionate.
란스 그 녀석.
Lance, that jerk.
생각할수록 열받아. 연극 같은 건 시덥지 않은 일이라고 욕해놓고는.
The more I think about it, the more pissed I get. He said the play was worthless.
네가 나쁜 일 당하지 않게 보호해 주려고 자존심을 버리고 네 이름을 넣어줬어.
He gave in.
Hmm?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
He gave in and put in your name to protect you, so nothing bad happens to you.
그 녀석한테는 매번 지는 것 같다는 기분이 들어.
I feel like I always lose to him.
Red. Red was troubled by the inferiority he feels from Lance again. The differences between them can be each of their strengths, but they always try to hurt each other. I quickly changed the subject to cheer him up. But now, because of that, I can go to school and come home with you. You have no idea how relieved I am because of you. And Lance didn't do that. It's you, isn't it? I was a bit embarrassed at what I said and was blushing, but Red didn't say anything. I glimpsed at him and saw that his cheeks were a bit red too.
아, 당연하지. 그게 내가 히로인에게 한 약속이니까.
Of course. That's what I promised to you.
Red still seemed a bit sullen, but he seemed to cheer up from what I said. I'm glad. His expression was still a bit hardened, so I beamed at him. Thank you so much. Red looked at me, and then quickly turned his head away. He let out a sigh. And he looked back at me, with his face loosened. He quietly opened the bag of cookies I gave him. We shared the cookies and walked home. I feel like the sweetness is filling up the spaces between us. Another day has passed.
And so has this episode. I feel like that's a good stopping point. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying, and until next time, have a nice day.
Toodaloo.